Hi, I'm Ron Lather. I'm a project surveyor in the Geodetic section of the Missouri Land Survey Program here in Rolla, Missouri. What is geodetic surveying, you may ask? Geodetic surveying is the precise location of marks on the face of the earth in relation to the size, shape, and curvature of the earth. We maintain a constant coordinate system of latitude, longitude, and heights of all of the points of all the geodetic points in Missouri. Currently, there are about 15,000 of these points that this office has set and that the National Geodetic Survey has set over the years. And we maintain those through a program of mark maintenance. We go out and we look at these marks and we fix them and recover them, and we use them in our geodetic surveying. The geodetic surveying is done through Global Positioning System. The system consists of 24 satellites 95% of the time. That is considered a full constellation. Currently, there are 31 satellites operational. The geodetic section is also, part of their program is the mark maintenance, as I had mentioned earlier, and it's also to preserve the marks and to augment or to put in more marks where they are necessary. And then sometimes we get calls that the marks have been bumped or they're leaning or they're missing. And if there's enough densification of other marks in the area, we will let those marks just go away and report them as destroyed. The geodetic section is also responsible for the 11 electronic distance meter baselines throughout the state of Missouri. If your EDM is in proper adjustment and you put in the proper atmospheric conditions and your prisms, tribracs are adjusted properly, the report will reflect that you will get a pass. If they aren't, you will get a fail. If you need your report certified, you need to submit it to our office and we can certify it if all of the tests pass.
So it sounds like you will actually go out and set new marks occasionally?
Yes. If there's not enough marks in the area, what we call a good densification pattern, and the marks have been removed, then we can put in some new marks.
So sometimes it's because there's development going on of some kind or another, some kind of a project that needs control, and sometimes it's because there used to be control and it's been damaged or destroyed. You need to go back and provide some control for people working in that area.
Yes, and a lot of times construction sites will knock out marks and they're not really aware of it, and then the surveyors in the area will report to us that the mark has been knocked out. And we just had one in Boonville where the construction gentleman did call and say we were going to knock out the mark. So we went up and we chipped out the mark to preserve the monument itself, and then we determined that we're going to position the azimuth mark because it had an azimuth mark. We're just going to position it because it is GPSable, and so it will help maintain the densification up there in Columbia on that.
Now, I was interested to hear that your section also does EDM baseline measurement. That's always been a fun thing to do that very few surveyors actually do. They just trust the manufacturers a lot. Do you get many requests for certification every year?
Not anymore. We did 5, 6, 7 years ago, but with the advent of GPS, there's a lot less EDMs being used. Now, if you go to work for a contract like the Department of Conservation and you're going to use your EDM, a lot of times they'll say it has to be certified. So then they'll have to run the baseline and send it in and get it certified through our office.
Do you have knowledge of surveyors actually using the baseline but not necessarily coming to you for certification? In other words, are the baselines being used more?
Yes. Last year they were used, it was close to 200 times, and I only had 50-some sent in for certification. They can run the test and get the results themselves. So if they just want to check their instrument, they can run the baseline, run the tests, or input all the data and run the tests, and they can get whether it passes or fails.
And how do they run the test? Do you provide some software for them to enter the data into?
Yes, it's on our website. they can enter the data there, and like I say, they can run the test and get the test results. And then like I say, if they need it certified, they just click another button and it comes into me, and I'll go over the results and check it out and then certify it if everything passes.
And how can surveyors find out where these baselines are?
On our website, there is a map under the Geodetic section that shows where the baselines are located in the state.